Dollar. Dirt on money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back, baby. Sonny V2, what it do, baby? We got, remember this TikTok creep? He's basically lost everything. I don't know who he's talking about. I don't be on TikTok. Never been a TikTok person. I don't know why. Just never bought into the platform like that. I know a lot of people do. Grown, older people, younger people. Just it's not a platform for me though.
I be on there sometime watching videos, strolling.
Ain't no wrong with it. We created a TikTok.
Yeah, we have an account.
But I posted a couple of videos, a couple of little clips over there, just to see what they do. Honestly, I feel like I think if we had kept it up, honestly, we'd have a lot of followers over there though. I think we would though. But hey, everything's for not everything's for everyone.
Okay.
I could have worded it differently, but it is what it is. You get what I'm saying. Hey man, with that
being, not for everyone.
You said what?
I said everything is not for everyone.
That's what I said, right? Some to that matter. With that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
We'll highly appreciate it. But hey man, let's hop into it. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about. Let's get it, y'all.
Bentelect is still posting videos, but ever since his expose, he's lost all support on basically every platform. TikTok was where he started, and you might describe his style as laughing at the most basic memes he stole from Reddit. The format was extremely consistent. He'd put himself at the bottom and the meme at the top, then just read exactly what it said. But whilst reading the final word, he'd always force the fakest laugh, as if
But that's what a lot of people have done, I've noticed over the years.
Still memes from Reddit and film self reading the meme.
It's one of Pete is one of the biggest reactors on YouTube did that too, and then everybody scrutinized her about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a style that a lot of people use. Like the reacting thing is not the style. I just like for it to be more of a genuine reaction, something you don't know you come across, and you just like
so it can be genuine. Come across like, oh, this would be good to react to, or
not. Like I'm saying, like with TikTok, typically, like mostly everybody who does TikTok reactions, y'all already seen the clip. But with like YouTube reactions, most of the time it'll be a compilation. You don't know what to expect. It just happens. And then you get a natural organic reaction. But some YouTubers...
But that's what I'm trying to say. Some people, they will come across something, already watch it, and feel like, oh, this would be great to react to, and react to it as if they haven't seen it, or react to it and already know what's coming because they know exactly how to do their commentary and how, like...
And that's why I was getting to. And that's why old girl... Yeah, she was... What are you looking down for, right? Because I know how you respond, and I know your response to. But that's how the one person I'm talking about, she literally, like everybody else, checked out just see what it was, and literally she get the video, she tells y'all what's going on, and then I'll just be like, bro, that's cringe though, bro.
Yeah, come on.
But hey, let's get it, man.
Said, but whilst reading the final word, he'd always force the fakest laugh, as if the sentence was just too funny to finish.
I once dated this girl who spoke so much about her ex that even I end up missing the dude. This is the only call I want. Healthy relationship. I must be blocked from it or something. I don't know what this dog is going through, but I can relate to the core.
The content was repetitive and completely devoid of effort, initially catching the attention of Nick is Not Green, who was the first to slam Bentelect in the video shown on screen.
You're reading something that somebody else wrote, and then you just laugh at it. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Within months, this was echoed by multiple successful YouTubers.
Bentelect, you suck, dude. I don't like the types of videos you're making. You know you're not enjoying it.
While even Billie Eilish roasted Bentelect for his incredibly fake laugh. However, it didn't seem like Bentelect was doing anything wrong, and by watching his video...
I've seen his face before. I've seen his face. I can't call it, but I've seen his face. Have you?
Maybe. I can't say.
Like, I don't know these folks, bro. Quit asking me these questions.
He seemed like a friendly guy.
It is so awesome to be able to make people laugh just by sharing the tweets and memes that I think are funny and like bringing them to life in a way.
And he definitely felt genuine when talking about his fans.
One of my favorite things about social media is that I have people that I can communicate with, engage with. I kind of pride myself on being one of the creators who actually responds to DMs, takes feedback from fans.
Ben believed he was being attacked because of the following reason.
You're just an easy target because you're almost obnoxiously like happy. And that's like how I am in general.
Although it'd be through another Nick is not green video that Bentelect's false kindness began to get exposed. Nick revealed that Ben had copyright struck the previous video he'd made on him.
Not just copyright claim, but copyright strike my video and get it taken down because I was making fun of him. He even wrote the whole entire email out.
With the email reading, this video should be removed and wanted to be looked into further. A large part of the video is content that I created, including videos from the video sharing app Cameo and screen recordings of my social media accounts. About half the content in this video is my work, which you could only describe as laughable.
Yeah, he basically complained that I was stealing his content and would link videos of him just stealing other people's content.
Nick then exposed that even Bentelect's tweets were stolen.
He doesn't just use other people's content to make his own, but he straight up steals it and reposts it on Twitter. When I say...
Well, that's a lawsuit. Technically. And that's one thing I do hate about when it comes down to the copyright, like YouTube copyright, because it is used out of... It's very much so misused. When a lot of times when people get
abused.
You said what?
I said misused and abused.
Yeah, like, because honestly, when you really think about the art of fair use, a lot of people misconstrue what fair use is. And like the other day, I was showing you a lot of my classes I took in college and stuff, and the work we had to take, and a lot of stuff. I took a couple legal classes. Am I a legal expert? No. But was my professor a legal expert? Yeah, she's a practicing attorney, and some of the classes we had to take were on the grounds of copyright. One of my classes was a copyright and legal issues class. So literally the whole time we talked, we did several things about fair use. And on the ground of fair use, if somebody's critiquing your stuff, I will say sometimes people do overuse people content, but typically on the grounds of if you're using somebody else's content, I can use the content as well. But when it comes down to fair use, if you deem that I can't use it, you have to deem that every party that has ever used your content, you have to go and strike them down. Like
that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how fair use works. And people abuse it because YouTube doesn't regulate it the correct way. And on some legals, it's a lot of lawsuits that should possibly happen behind a lot of fair use usage.
But sometimes people won't take that measure to actually,
because the average person who do YouTube is the average individual.
Right, that's what I'm
about
to say. A lot of people won't take because it's like, cause if they don't really understand that what
it's
someone is doing, it's the fear of like, I may lose, or I don't have the money, or I'm not trying to get into that, So it sucks.
Yeah, it's like you just said, it sucks because so many of us who do content comes straight off the street. We don't know the legal aspect of doing content, but we do it because we enjoy it and all that. But some people actually do know the legalities behind it, and those are the ones who, most of the time, they don't have to worry about stuff like this. But on the grounds of this, hey, if I have a clip, you can't. And
it's more so for me of being like freaking bitter and petty about it, because instead of just like either just copywriting it, you like struck the whole thing.
And I'll say this: I do need to go back and refresh on a lot of my notes from my copyright and legal classes that I took, just so I can kind of in my mind get, because sometimes we've been hit with a copyright strike before, and sometimes I'm like, I really want to pursue this because deep down in my mind, I think I want to appeal it. I just never appeal it because I'm like, then after that, it's a legal battle. And I'm like, I don't want to take the legal approach because then that's a lot of money that goes into it. And no, we're not one of those big creators who just got plethora of money
to be like, hey, I'm about to fight this.
Yeah, but sometimes there's a possibility of a fight.
Just bend over and take it.
Nah, stop that. No, it's not that. But one time I said for sure, one of the first ones that we ever did, we got copyright strike for. I was like, damn, it's messed up. But legally, that was a copyright strike. The comedy one. That was different. With the comedy one, I said, hey, straight up, you got it, my dog.
You just stand there and you just like, okay, I'm not gonna fight this. I'm not.
One of the most recent ones with the casual. That was BS, and I feel like we could have fought that and actually won, but I just took it and said, hey. I ain't just take nothing. Let's go.
The other day, it can be any time between yesterday and my birth. That's a shameless one. Sheesh. Bentelect, come on, man.
As well as the concepts for his less frequent comedy skits, which were stolen in their entirety from other already popular TikToks. Noah Samson then posted this.
It's technically not stolen, it's just a reuse. It's just a reuse.
How my mom thinks kids act when they come over.
It's just reuse. It's not stealing. It's just reuse, and so that's why you can legally do it.
In their entirety from other already popular TikToks. Noah Samson then posted this video in which you'd find that Ben had admitted to stealing content.
I actually just did a spoof on another guy who had that idea,
while debunking Ben's claim about crediting the original person.
And technically, do you have to credit the original person? I know in YouTube world, you need to credit the people that you get your content from. Legally, you don't have to, because technically, the reason why you credit people is when you're like, so to avoid copyright. But technically, when it comes down, it's a whole lot of stuff, legality wise. But technically, he doesn't have to credit the person because that's just it's a grounds on content that technically shouldn't be copyrighted. Like, say for instance, like dancing, like a certain dance, it can't be legally copyrighted because we don't know like certain things cannot be copyrighted, and that's the reason why I feel like content nowadays are over copyrighted to the point where a lot of stuff is illegal to copyright. I don't know. I'm thinking more on some legals. My bad. Sorry.
Collect explains that he did base the sketch off of someone.
But don't get it twisted. I'm not defending this guy at all because I don't even know nothing about it. I'm just talking about some legal stuff. So don't be like, why are you defending him? I'm not defending him at all because I don't even know the dude, and I don't really know his character and stuff to defend him.
Crediting the original person.
Bentelect explains that he did base the sketch off of someone else's work, but he insisted that he tagged that person. But after doing a bit of digging, it turns out that was a lie. So as you can tell by the description, no one is tagged.
Bentelect was rapidly losing favor, resulting in quite possibly TikTok's strangest meme ever. People began stitching Bentelect's videos with weird, scary images and a generated creepy voice.
Things that don't exist anymore.
The only thing that doesn't exist anymore will be you, Benny Boy, after we suck your soul from your body.
The meme progressed into many different formats, with one of its contributors, John Castelline, using it to show more of Bentelect's hidden anger. John simply joked that Ben was probably scared of the memes.
This dude goes to bed with the slightest thought in the back of his head that someone is actually gonna take things a little seriously. I'm on my way to your house.
Which led Bentelect to reply,
"You kind of look like Woody from Toy Story." And lastly, dude just sits in his room telling stories in his bed.
And while it didn't seem like Ben was all that angry, John then revealed this.
If this guy was actually mad, did he at least reach out to me and say something to me? So I go on Instagram and find out that he called me about 17 times.
Ben was making it obvious that he was completely different off camera, with the best example discovered by fans of the H3 podcast. Ethan and Ayla had previously roasted Bentelect.
Yeah, I mean, it's super unfair funny. He laughs at everything and he goes fat.
Wow, that's painful.
Leading Ben to take a shot at Hila in a video titled
Top 5 People Who Hate Me. Number 1, Hila Klein. She looks like she hasn't smiled in years, so I'm not surprised.
H3 fans began to question why be mean to Hila? Why insult her appearance? It felt so unnecessary and weird, with the top comment predicting he might have a hidden disdain for women. People saying that about her never smiling or whatever, it's sexism. It's misogyny plain and simple. So when these misogynistic men decide to attack Hila, that's one of their points. Bentelect had eerily stated,
"We all have secrets, right? Like straight up, that's just the way it is."
Without realizing his were about to get exposed. On the 30th of July 2023, Ben and a model named Jordan Max had arranged to make a podcast in which they tasted pickles. However, just 3 hours before we were supposed to record, Bentelect texted Jordan requesting to film.
That's why I know this fool.
Oh.
I know about this part. Did I?
I think you be knowing about a lot of stuff.
I think I might found out about it through Charlie.
Oh,
shout out to Most Critical. I think more. I'm talking about when it happened. I think I heard about it when it happened because he was because she's the OnlyFans chick, and she was trying to record a YouTube video, and he hit her basically like or a podcast. She was trying to do a YouTube podcast, whatever. Yeah. But he was like, you want to basically shoot a OnlyFans video as well, trying to basically get them draws. I don't know.
Because when
I don't know. That's how I know this fool.
Horrible, y'all.
3 hours before we were supposed to record, Bentelect texted Jordan requesting to film an extra bit of content. Do you want to make a video for OnlyFans? When? She responded. Today. No. You need a TTS test from within the last 14 days and an OnlyFans creator account. Bentelect then clarified, I mean a video for your page. Doing what? I don't know, what performs the best on your page? I was just thinking you're helping me with doing a video for my YouTube, so maybe I could help with your OnlyFans. I'm good, thanks. Thanks though. No worries. Hey, gonna do the pickle video with someone else. Thanks though. Okay, any particular reason why? To be honest, I thought it would just be fun to film and see where things go. But I got it. Ben was basically saying his goal was simply to get freaky, although in the beginning no one seemed to care. The tweet confirming it was Ben had just a couple hundred likes, until a full 10 days later, when Ben shot himself in the foot by sending another message. You need to take this tweet down or I will sue you. Jordan didn't delete her tweet, and within hours had instead written a new one. So it turns out that I'm not the only one Bentelect has tried this with. Another woman who wishes to stay anonymous DM'd me with screenshots from conversations that she had with him as well. Do you want to come over here and spend some time with me? Because on a side note, I do think I could probably make her some money on OnlyFans. Bentelect blanks crazy blank into oblivion. If you come over, I'll give you $1,000. I just really want you.
Are you trying to pay for the...
And not the fact that the other girl was like, no, I'm good. And you like, well, F you. I'm going to film this pickle video with someone else because that's not really what you even trying to do for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know about that situation.
You want some other stuff.
Yeah. And, like, let's be real. It's stuff like this happening on the regular, especially in the entertainment world. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's been happening.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem also with it, is because people know. And then when new people come up and then they get famous too quick, they don't respect the grind, they don't respect the hustle. So they think they're just what's the right word? Like when it comes down to the fans, it's like they deserve all this. And so like when it comes down to women, they feel like women should just throw themselves at them.
I'm like, what? Not you think you just go like, hey, just because someone does that on their own time or they do certain things or choose to do certain things, like everyone is not like just like, oh.
Basically, she said, you might think I'm a hoe, but I'm a classy hoe.
I'm a classy.
I have standards for this.
I do this on my own time.
I have standards.
Like you're not just about to be like, I give you $1,000. No, good day.
Bro, that's crazy though.
I'm good right now. Don't try to bribe me with money, that's weird. No, that is weird, but I want to see you. Ben then followed this up with some messages via text, and when eventually rejected, he was totally disrespectful. One day later, Jordan tweeted again, "We got another DM from another anonymous woman, which read, OMG, I've dealt with Bentelek too. Actually, he's bothered a lot of women. I don't have any screenshots from our 3-day hangout, but he told me he loved me and asked me to move in right away. I started pushing back that it was too much, and he flipped out on me. It was days after I was cheated on, and he was like, I don't want to talk about your feelings. I want to talk about us. He also drank 2 1.75 liquor bottles of mine in a day. He's an alcoholic and needs to seek help immediately. Ironically, Ben had claimed in the past there wasn't much his audience didn't know about him.
I usually put a lot out there on social media, so I don't think there's a whole lot people don't know.
Which might explain why he initially denied the allegations. I've recently been accused of some heinous actions and would like the opportunity to share my disgust at these accusations. I'm a firm believer in the rights and equality of all humans, including women. I grew up in a home with 3 sisters and no brothers, so I learned very early of the importance, power, love, and abilities women have. They deserve to be cherished and uplifted and treated with respect, and that's how I live my life. The evidence, however, only kept on coming from more and more people. Shut up and quit wasting people's time, you stupid blank. If I recall, I told you I didn't want anything to do with you. Just shut up and go to bed. Sounds like you need some anger management help. Be careful who you say that to, Maria, because there are people who really need help with that. Super disrespectful to say that to somebody, and also a very basic thing to say. There's a reason you've been single for this many years, and it's because no one wants you and no one gives a crap about you because you aren't anything. You're not fun, you're boring as, so shut up and get out of here. Basic ass boring loser. Bentelek's Q&A history had suddenly aged like milk.
Petty things drive me crazy. I'm a very upfront person. I don't like petty. I don't like grudges. I don't like things like that. I just don't do those things. So when they come my way, it's kind of like does not compute. Like I don't really know how to deal with it.
Although this one was even worse.
If a guy is too nice to a girl, that she's gonna probably friend zone him. My thing is it's 60-40. 60% of the time nice guy, 40% of the time you gotta be who you are. You can't be just like, you know, giving it all, being a total simp and all that stuff.
You know, the thing is, like, a lot of these dudes, like, once they get some little, I guess, clout, because I was gonna say fame, because it's really not fame, it's really just clout. Yeah. But as soon as they get some clout and attention, it's like they feel as though they're deserving of certain things. Like, especially when it comes down to women. They feel as though women should just throw themselves at them. When low key, a lot of the men that a lot of people are thinking like, oh man, I know they're getting women flock to them. A lot of them are paying for it, bro. Behind the scenes, like a lot of these girls and stuff coming on a platforms and stuff, they're getting paid. Basically, and then they smacking butt, grabbing, like, cause it's getting worse. Cause like even I've been sending you, I'm like, bro, it's like, to be honest, in my head, I'm like, it's getting worse, and it's because they deem as I'm a celebrity now, like.
And don't get me wrong, you have some girls that are out there and don't care and have no respect for themselves.
And when I say some dudes, not all dudes.
Yeah, definitely not all dudes.
But it's a lot of dudes.
And you do have some girls that are on that. They have no type of self-respect and they just whatever. But I hate like being put every woman being put in like this box as we should be. Like all of us are like that when that's not the case.
Yeah. But he also falls in the category of these guys who they get some fame, they get some popularity, they get some money, and they feel like $1,000 is 1,000 cool for you, and like you trying to trick off on girls because you wasn't able to pull these type of girls, and it's because my thing is, say for instance, if Ben wasn't Ben, would he be able to get that same? Be having conversation with half of the chicks he's having conversations with. Even half of these dudes that are like a lot of these supporters or fans are watching. Like a lot of people y'all watch, are they able to gravitate the attention from the females that y'all see them with? If it wasn't for the popularity that they have online.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't had that motion beforehand, you ain't gonna. That's not you. Like, let's be real. Like,
or they're not gravitating. They're not giving you the attention because of who you are.
No, I'm just saying, too many dudes be trying to be out here on these platforms. Act like, man, I've been cool. I've been here to solve. But you could tell that that wasn't you from the jump. Yes, you know what I'm saying? If it weren't for the money and the popularity. But no shade or hate or anything. But it's creep behavior. When you, man, that boy thirsty than a mug, man. Somebody just start bringing him some. Every time y'all see him, bring him some water. Just be like, bro, I know you out here dry, bro. You a little thirsty, man. It ain't $1,000, but here you go. Here goes some cold water for you.
After 3 more women came forward, Ben gave in and apologized.
There's a lot being said about me on the internet right now, and I just wanted to clear the air. I want to say to any girl who I've been rude to, whether through text or in person, that I'm sorry. I understand that me being sorry does not excuse that kind of behavior. I will continue to work on myself and do better.
With comments disabled and a caption reading onward, it seemed Ben was trying to return to normal. Although judging by comments such as finally a legitimate reason to hate him, the internet wasn't ready to let this happen.
When you invite an OnlyFans model to your non-existent podcast, but then they say they don't want to hook up with your creepy, desperate 34-year-old self. Yes, true.
YouTubers covered the drama in Bentelek's classic style.
I knew Bentelek was trash the first time his videos appeared on my FYP and I blocked him, so there's no surprise.
While his notable quotes were changed to subtly include "You're killing me, gorgeous." Penguin Zero's video gained over 10 million views, while Nick is Not Green was also given the last laugh. Bentelek put his Twitter on private as his TikTok growth completely vanished. His YouTube statistics followed a similar pattern, and as of more recently, so did every other method he used to make money. Bentelek's merch site has now been totally wiped, while the website linked to see his secret merch is also now disabled. Bentelek's Cameo has just 28 reviews, the last of which being from before he was even exposed. Ben doesn't seem to do any sponsorships, and his YouTube isn't exactly popping, making you wonder why he's even still uploading. Well, Ben has recently resorted to just blatantly reposting his old most popular TikToks, and with a short from a couple of days ago reading, "This channel is now for random content," it seems as though Bentelek has basically lost everything.
Oh, so he's going to that direction now. So because this channel is now for random content. So instead of just taking clips and rereading it, now he's just gonna take clips and repost things he's seen online that probably went viral or anything.
Without his face.
Yeah, without his face. He's just gonna be reposting content. That's crazy, bro.
Reposting other people's content.
Yeah. Now that's copyright infringement. That's stealing.
Yeah, that's stealing.
That's
why I kept putting emphasis on it. But I don't know what he mean by random. Like,
I don't.
Are you saying that, or are you saying just like your random, like everyday life type stuff? Like,
but you wouldn't say that though if it was just for random content that features you. That's a year featuring you.
I mean, I don't know. You want
to make that like.
I guess I'll have to like go look and see if he's been posting anything recently to see what type of content, like what he meant by that statement.
And I just give him a heads up warning. I wouldn't recommend doing that either because YouTube has penalized people for doing that, especially with the shorts thing. They have penalized people from just grabbing content that was already out there on the platform and re-uploading as shorts. Yeah. Without making it transformative content, not adding anything. If you literally just steal a piece of content and upload it and deem it as like it's yours, there has been people who have been punished on the platform for that. So,
and with situations like that, a lot of things to me, I know everyone lacks it, but that's common sense to me.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I wouldn't even want to just like, let me go take somebody else's stuff and just repost it as my own. Yeah. Like that's, I don't know.
And I'll say this, honestly, that just shows you probably from the beginning he was never a genuine individual. Like he's always just been for like very gimmicky.
And like I say, I think we said this in another video, or I did, I can't remember. But like with certain, like with behavior like this, it's just always been in there, like lying, dormant. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that little buzz and that little hype or whatever, and it's just like it wakes up. and you start to see people's true colors.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sad.
Hey man, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below. But I was like, man, he looks familiar. I couldn't remember, but now, like, he featured Charlie at the end. I was like, yeah, man. Y'all spam us, so let us know y'all thoughts down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is we out.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.